What's up, guys? Late night movie review. I just got back from Wrinkle in Time. Um, it's directed by Ava DuVernay. I think that's her name. It stars Oprah Winfrey. Um, Mindy Kaling, Reese Witherspoon, Chris Pine, Stormy Reed, amongst others. Um, it basically is about Meg Murray and her little brother Charles Wallace, who's been without their scientist father, Mr. Murray, for 5 years, ever since he discovered a new planet and used the concept known as Tesseract to travel there. Joined by Meg's classmate Calvin O'Keefe, guided by the three mysterious asteroidal travelers known as Mrs. Whatsit, Mrs. Who, and Mrs. Witch. The children brave a dangerous journey to a planet that possesses all the evil in the universe. Wow. Um, this movie sucks. Like, honestly, the only real winners in this entire review are the costume and makeup department. You guys rock because the amount of glitter that was on hand, glitter and sequins that were on hand during this movie were disheartening to say the least. As a person who's like deathly afraid of glitter, I can't explain why I'm deathly afraid of glitter. This movie struck a chord with me on a personal level that was just terrible. Um, but yeah, no, that was really the costuming was amazing, but that's pretty much where the buck stops there for me. I did not enjoy this movie. A matter of fact, I genuinely feel like Disney took what was I mean, I've never read the book, but from what I've heard was an interesting book and dumbed it down to the point where if you're an adult and you're like I found my intelligence being questioned, and it was kind of insulting, to be honest. I mean, the characters are all annoying. I found so many of the characters to just be completely insufferable. I mean, just Charles Wallace, that character will probably go down in my top five, like, kill it with fire characters. I mean, in the end, spoiler alert, he ends up, going back to being good. But, like, his voice, just the way his character flexes, just, I, Charles, the actor who plays the Charles Wallace character, I couldn't deal with it, dude. It was terrible. Um, I just I genuinely feel like this movie, like the ending sucked. For being this epic journey, I felt like it wasn't really that epic. And to be honest with you, I felt like um it I don't know, it had like a weird Chronicles of Narnia vibe, and I don't mean that in a good way. I mean, it was just this movie was just it was just there, and like I felt like it could have been so much more, but it really isn't anything. It's just there, and like that's the worst thing for a movie that's supposed to be this. It's supposed to be epic and grand and big in scale to be just there, and the fact that like I just, yeah, I came away not very impressed. It was not a very good movie, and even as a kids movie, it's not really anything to shake a stick at. I mean, yeah, you could probably watch something else and it'd be entirely more enjoyable. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about this movie. It was pretty forgettable. I probably won't remember this movie in like a month. I review a lot of stuff, and this one will not probably stand the test of time in terms of me remembering it. But um, I would probably give this movie like a God. I think a D is too harsh, but I give it like a C minus. It's just there. It's not great. It's not like woefully awful, but yeah, this was a missed opportunity on Disney's part, and that's really unfortunate. Yeah. Um, yeah, there was just like there was also some just I the thing that was also kind of mind blowing to me is like how, like I said before, for a movie that was supposed to be so grand and epic on this adventure to find her dad, um, Meg's adventure to find her dad, Like, there's so many questions. So they like disappear into this time warp thing, and she takes her little neighbor boyfriend. And oh, by the way, Disney wanted to like have a love story, but like it's Disney, and like there's a couple scenes where like you can see the characters look at each other. They're just like, we should kiss, but then Disney's like, no, you shouldn't. And then they're just like, but we should kiss, and then Disney's just like, no. And then like at the end, like you could tell like in some alternate reality the two characters were gonna kiss. Meg's character and Calvin were gonna kiss, and then Calvin's just like, I need to go talk to my dad and tell him some things, and she's just like, okay. And he goes, and then like his version of like hooking up with her, he's like, can I call you later? And she's like, yeah, absolutely. Just like, and at this point, I'm just like, just like throwing up in my mouth a little bit. Yeah, it was really, really bad. But no, these kids disappear into this time warp, and like her mom isn't worried that she's just gone inexplicably, and they're like not sending out a search party because both her children like just disappeared into the void, and and it's funny, they entered this universe area in her backyard, and like there's a bunch of hullabaloo, and there's like trees morphing, yet nobody around notices. They just kind of, and like her neighbor like bully tormentor person who like lives next door doesn't notice. And then like the funniest thing is at the end when her father comes back, the girl that had been making fun of Meg Murray in the end about, oh, where's your father, where's your dad, like they show they show like she's sitting in her window, and like her dad looks at her, and like she's like, instead of being like, oh my god, he's back, she's just like, oh cool. And then she's just like, that's the tormentor, that's the end. Like this movie sucks. Like it's fucking terrible. Like it's awful. I mean, just yeah, I wouldn't really recommend this to anybody. If you have a movie pass, go see it. I mean, it's no skin off your back, but like I would not pay money to see that. That was trash. It was really bad. Anyways, wow, I have gone 7 minutes too long with this movie. It is 12:12 at night, so I'm gonna cut this relatively short before I like pass out and fall asleep, and this turns into like a 3-hour video. So, anyways, thank you. I think I'm gonna probably be reviewing Love, Simon probably Thursday, maybe Friday, probably Friday. But yeah, so anyways, thank you, and bye-bye.